Hello everybody, now we will solve the fourth sum. We are in discrete structures and optimization. We will solve till the third sum. Now we will start with the fourth sum. Okay, so I'll read out the sum. How many bit strings of length 10 either start with a 1 bit or end with 2 bits, that is 2 bits, that is 0 0. So here the bit strings are either starts with 1 or end with 0 0. So there are 10 in that string. There are 10 bits, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So they either start with 1 or they end with 0 0. So first we have to find out the number of strings that can be formed with when starting with 1. So the number of strings that can be formed starting with the 1 bit. So first bit is 1. So when the first bit is 1 means you have 9 positions, right? You have 9 positions, and for 9 positions you can fill up with 0 or 1. So the number of strings that can be generated will be what? It will be 2 to the power of 9, because we have 9 positions. So you can have 2 values, then since it is 2 to the power of 9. Okay, what is 2 to the power of 9? 2 to the power of 9 is 512. Okay, 2 pi 8 is 256, so 2 pi 9 is 512. Next, we find the number of strings that can be formed ending with the 2 bits, that is last 2 bits will be 0. So when you find out the number of strings that end with 0 0. How many strings can be formed? See, the last 0 0 is fixed. We cannot do anything with it. So we cannot do anything. So we can change only these values. So what are the remaining values? 8 places are there, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 places are there. Hence the number of strings that can be formed with these 8 places is what? Is 2 per 8. So 2 per 8 is 256. Next, we have found the number of strings that either start with 0, start with 1 or end with 00. So these are total of the strings. But here we have to find that there are certain strings that when you have the condition, that is when the start is 1, it can have values 0 0. Similarly, when the string ends with 0 0, it can have a value starting with 1. So what we have to do, we have to fix these values as well. That is, when any strings which has 1 starting and 0 0 ending means we have to subtract those values, because these are included in both these values. Okay, because this includes these values, this includes this value as well. So we have to take subtract the strings that start with 1 and end with 0. So we'll find out the number of strings that start with 1 and end with 00. The number of strings that start with 1 and end with 00. So what is the number of strings? Okay, so how many strings will be there? So here in this question, we have the string should start as 1 and end with 00, means we have only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 positions only to fill up the other values, that is, it can be 0 or 1. Hence the number of strings that can be generated with these 7 values only will be 2 per 7. So what is 2 per 7? 2 per 7 is 128. Hence the solution to this problem, that is, the number of strings that start with can be start with 1, or because it's given either or, so we can start with 1 or can end with 0 0. Therefore the required number of strings that either start with 1 or end with 0 0 is equal to 512. That is, this value you have to add. So 512 and 256, that's the total of strings. So you have to subtract this value, the most strings which start with 1 and it is 0. So subtract this one. So this value would be 768 minus 128, which is equal to 640. So this is the actual number of strings that can be formed with either 1 or end with 00. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.